Yo, what's going on, guys? What's happening? Yo, can you tell me if the music is at a decent level? Is the music all right? Yo, before I start going on, what's going on, Mr. Electron? How you doing, bro? Yo, what's good? What is happening? Charles Ward, what's happening, bro? Yeah, I'm feeling good, guys. I'm all good. Cool. That is awesome. Pretty low. Vector music. Yo, listen, the music is fire by my guy Ed Poster, man. I'll bring up his link in a bit. Has this been shared in Discord? I don't know if it is shared in the Discord. A little louder would be perfect. All right. There we go. All right, and cool. Get this up in the Discord. Alright, Sack Trades, you shared that. Safe for that, bro. I'll just do the everyone. I know you might get a notification, guys, again, but just to make sure. That should be all good. Happy days. I don't know why it's not done that. Let me just check something out. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, and cool. What's going on, guys, anyway? What's going on, PC? Who else we got in here? I ain't got COVID, bro. I've got real bad hay fever, man. Completely shuts me down. I just go on these sneezing fits and my nose is just blocked. You know, it sounds like I've got both my noses. Literally, I am disorientated. I've got the best of the best antihistamines working in my system right now. So yeah, it's been an interesting day. All right, and so firstly, I just want to address something. All right, there's been a few guys that are asking about the Patreon. All right, of course, the Patreon has 3 different levels. Okay, obviously, the higher tier, you're going to get more. You get an ongoing on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Things have been a little bit difficult this week because I've had other commitments. My daughter hasn't been well, but touch wood, she's doing okay now. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are the main days where I am actively, literally, I have you sat next to me, giving you breakdown of price as it is printing on the chart. All right, so it is just non-stop from about 8:30 in the morning all the way through to about 2:30, 3 o'clock. I'm actively telling you my view on the charts. Now, on the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you probably, I say on the actual Patreon that you get up to 3 to 5 videos per week. But what, last week every day from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I think I did 240 videos last week. That's 240 updates for tier 3 and tier 2 patrons. Tier 3 patrons get to see more scalps, you know, live trades taken, and my understanding and my thinking behind these trades. All right. And yeah, you do get a lot of updates. On average, you get about 30 to 40 videos per day on the Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I'm continuously updating you guys. But speak to some of the market maker patrons, guys. Go speak to them and let them know what you know. Ask them the questions. You know, I want other people to tell you what they think of it. You know, if it's helping them, because if it comes from me, you're naturally going to think it's biased anyway. But I'm just telling you what I do on there. But if you are going to consider going on the Patreon, guys, listen, do not do it on the last week of the month, because they will charge you again on the 1st. Don't do it. All right, wait till the start of the month. Let the 1st, 2nd play out, and then make the decision if you're going to do it or not, because they charge you twice, man. It's a taxing thing, man. I hate that. You know, I can't control that as such. So yeah, if it's lagging, yeah, forgive me, guys, if it's lagging. I am at my mother's. Her internet ain't so great. Shouldn't have been a problem last night. Yeah, it's lagging. 1080p reload. Let me reload this. Ah, shit. All right, let me just drop it down to 720. Hold on. Is it really lagging? Wait there. A minute ago, stream was healthy. Actually, I think I know. Hold on. Wait a second. Kill the Wi-Fi. How's that? Reload the stream, guys. Let me know what it is. Yeah, drop the stream down to 720. Just reload, refresh. Yeah, just refresh it. Shit. I'm reading chat. Change stream, okay. Right, let me see if I can do that now. Here we go. Well, it won't let me do it, guys, until I disconnect the stream. I'm going to have to restart, guys. Now it's okay. Let me see, man. It's not laggy for you. Yeah, guys, just change it over to 720. So it's worked, so everything's good, yeah? Is it working now? Pancho, thank you very much, bro. Is it a little better? Okay, I might just kill the music. I've killed the music. That should stop now. Yeah. Mike does say to me to do that. I haven't actually had to do it now. It's fine now. Cool. Okay, cool. All right, and cool. That's cool. Don't understand why it's done that. All right, then. Yeah, Steve's watching Netflix. Don't need to refresh. Okay, cool. That's fine. It's been fine for 3 minutes. No lag. Happy days. I've reloaded YouTube. No, sweet. All right, wicked. Okay, then, cool. All right, then. So, I'm going to get straight to it, guys. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to be coming over to the Discord and having a conversation there. So, Bitcoin. Now, the cool thing is we had so much information provided to us to determine whether or not, especially the patrons, you know, whether to understand if Bitcoin was going to continue lower. But if you've been up to date with the streams, you'll understand that recovery of the vector candles right here was inevitably going to come into play. All right. And we will only know based on, I mean, from last night's stream, we were talking about this M formation and then how prices come down, retrace back up. Would we see price continue higher? Well, from today's behavior. All right, guys. Yeah. Is it all working fine? Because I don't want to keep looking at the chat. All right, cool. I'm going to give it 1 more minute. So if everyone's all good, then that's fine. If someone's still got lagging issues, then I don't know, man. I'll try and keep this stream short and sweet. Oh, yeah, 1080, yeah? Cool. 1080 is okay right now. Wicked. Hey, Kara. Okay. How to find liquidity. Yeah, be careful, Nicholas, man. They do that. I think that is so bad. All this to get maximum chat participation. Bro, listen, you guys are telling me we were lagging. I was happy to just talk about charts. You know? Yeah, what about the short squeeze potential on AMC? The shorts are down. I don't pay attention to AMC. Yeah, I ain't got into it yet. I'm just waiting for you guys to just tell me everything's okay. All right, I'm gonna flip the screen. Tell me what it's like now. Come on, guys. It wouldn't be a stream if there was no boomer moments, man. Come on. It wouldn't be a stream if that was the case. Yeah, I've had a fair dose of antihistamines. It's full screen now. Look at you, man. Boomer moments. You crazy ass people. Nah, I ain't stoned, man. Far from it. Guys, I've made the stream a full screen. Is it that bad at lagging? My God, what's happened? That's really bad, that is. I have got it on the full screen. It is full screen, man. I've changed it to full screen. I don't get it. Why is he not doing it? Guys, I have selected full screen. I know what I'm doing here. Oh my God, this is crazy. What's going on? Enjoy it, guys. This is like 100% boomer moments, but I've actually pressed the screen. I've transitioned the screen over. Why is it not happening? Oh, man. Mike, come on. What's going on? I know. I've pressed it, guys. I don't get what's going on here. I've pressed the screen to flip over. Live screen MT4. I've done that. Why is it not flipping over? This stream tonight has turned into a shambles, man. Guys, I know I'm pressing the button, man. It's not working. You guys are just going to keep saying it. I'm so far behind on comments. Really? Are you serious? You're 3 minutes delayed. Restart the screen. Right, hold on a second. Hold on. Here we go. Right, I've refreshed the stream. Here we go. Right, is that good? Are we all good now? All right, listen, I just need to make sure we all good. Yeah, we all good, right? Just give me a 1 if everyone's all good. Yes, happy days. Let's get with it. All right, then, cool. Okay, so Bitcoin's run up from last week on Sunday from this point right here. Now, you'll notice on every single stream, I'm always going to be making reference to the start of the peak formation. Why? Because that tells us the indication on what market makers are planning throughout the week. We're going into Friday tomorrow. All right. So we started off the week on Sunday with price rising up. Then we form level 1. Okay. Once we form level 1, it's full screen. There's a huge delay. Ah, for God's sake, man. Full screen and no lag. Okay. Man, this is cheesing me off, man. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Guys, you know what? Man, these comments are coming in swift. Oh my God. I just want to talk about the chart, man. What's going on here? Here we go. Now I'm seeing everything coming through. I'll see the chat after a minute. Okay, then. Stream is delayed by a few minutes. I think I'm just going to chat away, man. Forget it. It's all good. All right, and cool. I'm not going to pay attention to the chat. Chat is lagged. All right, forget it. I ain't going to pay attention to the chat. Okay, here we go. So, we've had the rise level 1. Okay? Oh, man, this is messed up. Tina, why am I getting yesterday's stream? Are you mad, bro? It's been fine for 5 minutes. Can you guys see the mouse? Can you see me rotating the mouse right now? Can you see me rotating the mouse? There's no delay. Happy days. All right, I'm just going to get straight to it. All right, cool. So we've had the level 1. Then we've had this big move to the upside, and the 800 EMA has shown resistance with this border-like M formation. Okay? Now, Bitcoin today has taken out key levels. All right? She's taken out the previous vectors in the Asian session. She did that, well, just before the Asian session from last night. And then she's progressively come down, broken the 200 EMA on the hourly, and she's held base at the M0 point, the M0 pivot. All right? Now, this is important because there is a pool of liquidity down here, right? And we've got the psychological high as well. I'm quite surprised that Bitcoin hasn't actually come and taken this point. The W formation right here has been invalidated. This is the reason why this W formation is invalid now. All right. Can you see that? Are we good? Massive delay. Ah, man. I'm just going to keep talking, guys, man. If there's a delay, there's a delay, man. I ain't going to see that. But if you can hear what I'm saying and see what I'm saying and there's a delay, it's all good. All right. Cool. So, Bitcoin, I mean, I anticipated today that Bitcoin was going to come back to this point, all right? What they may do in the Asian session is send price back up, recover these red vector candles, and then move back down towards the psychological high. Now, the principle of the psychological high, especially in Forex, right, is price either at the start of the week trades away from it to the upside or to the downside, right? And then towards the end of the week, when they finish their cycle, price tends to come back down towards it. We're starting to see that behavior by cryptocurrencies now, all right, especially Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ethereum, she's actually come back down to the psychological high, all right, and she's now trading in that zone. See? She's rejected the psychological low. Stopping volume comes in, and now it's trying to pull away from that point. Okay? Yeah, I'm going to do that. I've got it on top chat. That's the thing. It's on top chat. Trying to slow shit down. No, it's not pre-recorded, bro. No delay. All right, cool. So if we zoom out on Ethereum, this is where we are. Okay? Ethereum is still in the zone, guys. She's still within the peak formation. We have got a very, very interesting inverted head and shoulders for Ethereum. This is massive, which is a variation on a W. We can actually extend this pattern now, okay? And we can safely say that Ethereum right now is forming this huge W formation, which is a variation on the inverted head and shoulders. All right, look, she's staying within the zone. Tonight's Asian session is going to determine whether or not Ethereum has found the low. Is this the final time that she hits the 2325 mark? All right, and makes a move higher. Because look, pay attention to the vector candles. Red vector, red, 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 red. Everything is red. They are buying up Ethereum. Okay, they're buying her up. And they're trying to trap the retail trader to go short. Now, is this zone the part where they actually start to reverse price? Will Friday be the day that they actually make a run for profit? Could we hear some information tonight? Will there be a tweet? All right. For the past few weeks, it seems to be Thursday evening, Friday night, Friday morning, Friday evening. That's when the tweets tend to come in. Someone says something about cryptocurrency, which triggers something. Then over the weekend, on the Saturday, you start to see some very interesting behavior. All right. And then it all starts all over again on Sunday night with the reset of the psychological high and low. All right. We've been lucky this week, guys. We actually haven't had price come to this. We've had price move away from the psychological zones. Okay. We've been lucky. We haven't had this laggard behavior where they're stuck in this range and we're waiting to see whether it's going to come away from the psychological high or away from the psychological low. All right, we've been lucky enough. But right now, Ethereum is forming a huge inverted head and shoulders, and it's just holding down so well. All right, very interesting behavior by Ethereum. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is doing different things. Bitcoin is still in a cyclical pattern. All right. You can see that. This consolidation back down is still valid. Why? It's still a valid level 2 because level 1 hasn't been broken. This move up is level 1. The only time that this move, or should I say the level 2 move to the upside, is invalidated is if price comes back down to here. This would be deemed a reset. If they bring price back down to the psychological low and break away from it, that will be deemed as a reset. Now, we do have vector candles. That's the thing. Is more look on Mark when you're considering talking about higher time frames. Let me tell you something, guys, and for anybody new in the stream, this is a short-term day trading strategy. All right, and I'll explain something to you right now. Now, in particular, all right. Today, we were talking with the Patreons, okay? Now, this is what I shared with the patrons just for context, all right? I want you to see this for context so that you understand exactly what to expect with the Patreon. This is just for people that have been asking the questions, all right? I'm not trying to push the Patreon onto you. I'm just fulfilling these questions. You know, this needs to be discussed. All right, to tell you exactly what to anticipate with price, on how we view price. All right. So this was done pre-New York. Okay. This was done on pre-New York. I'm going to just get this up. Hopefully I don't get no lag on this. All right then. Cool. So, let me flip that over. Okay, here we go. Let me flip it over for you. Let me know if you can see that, guys. Right, can you see this? Can everyone see this? Might not have flipped over yet on the stream. Here we go. Right, I know you can see it now. Okay, then. So earlier on today, I started talking about what was happening with price in and around just before the New York session. So we need to pay attention to this zone, right? To this information right here. Okay. So I put down, price has been stuck around the 50 EMA. We need to see a clear break above it to convict the market maker is favoring higher prices and looking to take the 40K mark. If the 50 EMA fails, Bitcoin will look to recover the vector candle, which is highlighted yellow. If price comes to this zone, this is where we will be en route to creating the second leg of the W formation at the 200 EMA on the 1 hour time frame. Granted, if price breaks lower towards the daily open and holds, then we will need to see a vector candle which will tell us the market maker is stepping in to contain price above the first leg of the W, which started last night. All right. Now, this was important because, let me flip back. This little description that I gave, all right, was right here. So let me just flip it. Okay. So I was making this discussion in and around this zone here. Okay. Price was pulling back. This was the vector area. All right. And this is what we were anticipating to get recovered. So it did get recovered. Then we said that price would come back down to the daily open. Okay. Then we were going to see a test of the 200 EMA. If the 200 EMA would be broken, we would then be moving down towards the projected zone. Okay. Now, granted, it didn't move all the way down to the zone, but the break from the 200 triggered. All right. Now, Bitcoin is stabilizing just below the 200 EMA. Whenever they pull price away from the moving averages in such a fast way, you understand it to be what? It's a fast move, false move. Okay? This is where they are accumulating. Now, the W formation failed, but we were prepared. We understood what was happening. There was no surprise to this. We anticipated that if the 50 was going to fail, then we would see the next point, which was right here, the vector candle. So if I bring it up, you will see the vector that I'm talking about was this green vector candle right here. All right, so we anticipated that happened. Price come all the way back down. New York brink, stop hunt rise, drop, then continuation up, formed the rejection at the 200 EMA on the 15-minute time frame, which is the 50 EMA, and then the New York high was established and triggered another reversal, and price completely dropped and tested the daily open. I anticipated the test of the daily open. All right, that's what the intention was, and this is where we were discussing it prior to the New York session. All right, why am I telling you this? The reason it's important to break down the behavior of price is because you then start to get a conviction and an understanding of what can happen next. All right, if you have it in your mind that Bitcoin is going to keep going higher at some point, you're only going to be waiting for things to move to the upside, and you're going to miss out on opportunities to trade against the trend as such. All right. As a short-term day trader, my goal isn't to care about where Bitcoin can go in the longer term. I have no interest in it. If I were to just zoom in and just base my entries purely on what I see in the past 1.5 sessions, I don't care about what's happened in the past. I don't care what's happening in the future. I can only care about what is happening right now. So right now, I've got a vector candle at the lows. Okay. Price is extended away from the moving averages. Right. Drop onto the 1 hour time frame. I can see that extension right there. Price has pretty much recovered some of the vectors on the left side. We've still got a little bit of a vector down here to take. Are they going to bring price back up first because price is extended away from the moving averages and then continue back down? Let's hope it does that. But whilst I'm waiting for that to happen, I'm going to capitalize on making my entries and see if price can recover this red vector candle because it's happened so sharply. Now, is this the start of a W formation? So I'm going to come out of this W formation, get rid of that. Okay. And I'm going to start again. Because this is what it is, guys. This is how you break down and project. You start drawing your W's. Now, that is a valid W first leg. Okay, that is valid for me. I like the idea of that. Why? Because I can see 3 vector candles. 1, 2, 3 vector candles to form the first part of the leg. If this move has been extended and they do want to bring price back up, at least to the 50, I know that I can base some entries in this zone. Now, remember, guys, I've told you this before, all right? I normally trade the development of a W formation, okay? That's what I normally do. I like trading price back to the 50. That's where I'll be making my trades. Then when it pulls away from the 50 with conviction, I'll be trading away from the 50. Then I'll be anticipating price to stabilize in this point, and then I'll make a decision from that point there. And then if I really want to, I can start placing advanced entries and take the pattern back to the upside, and off we go. Yeah, if you can see that. There's your entry. Let me move that. Shoot. There we are. Move that down here. Give me an advanced entry. Ah, come on. Wow, what a chart. I hate this chart. There we go. There's my advanced entry right there. Okay. I'll trade the development of the W before even taking the trade back to the upside. All right. I like playing the formation itself because then I'll have the information that I need. I will know that when price comes back to the 50 EMA, I'll be able to trade and understand that when it's pulling away from the 50, when it starts to slow down in this point, I'll be in an entry and I'll be saying to myself, right, it looks like they're going to want to reverse price back up. I will look at the RSI and I'll say to myself, okay, if price is coming down, the RSI is coming down but not going outside the volatility band, that tells me that strength to the downside is starting to weaken out. All right, let's consider this first leg of this W formation. It's come all the way from outside the volatility band, came and broke the market base, retest, continuation down. Can you see the pattern? Can you see the pattern on the RSI? Drop, retrace, continuation down. The pattern will always appear in the RSI, guys. Look at the W formation right here. Outside the volatility band, back inside. Second leg is higher than the first. Bang, moves up. What do you have up here? Little W formation, up she goes. You can trade these retraces back and forth. Remember, guys, this is a short-term day trading strategy. All right? That's what you need to remember. If you see a small W here, it doesn't mean Bitcoin's going to go all the way up to 42. All right? You are trading the retraces back to the 50. Why? Because that's all it does. It always comes back to the 50. It always moves away from the 50. And most of the time, price is going to be recovering these vector candles. You can see how these green vectors that were moving at the start of the week have now been recovered towards the end of the week, and price has made its way somewhat close towards the psychological zone. This zone right now looks like they are trying to hold it. They don't want to keep price lower. We've got pins to the low. We're going to know in this Asian session, well, Sydney Asian session, whether or not they do favor higher prices. At least they will retrace back, okay, and hit the 50 and come back down. Or they can simply just continue with a drop to the downside. All right. Today has been a very interesting day. It's been a difficult day. It's been a difficult day in the markets. A bit of a iffy day. Earlier on today, I did not trust this behavior. I wasn't seeing vector candles coming up. It was just drifting. All right. Whenever you see a drift in price, you know at some point it's going to change direction aggressively. All right, which is why I say to you guys, it's so important that you trade the two of the busiest times in the market. All right, that is the London Open, all right, and the New York Cross. So that's when New York opens and London is still in play. And what always happens, man, when London closes, New York makes its move. London closes at the end of this red box. That's when London closes. All right, it closes at 5 p.m. GMT. And look what happened on the close. Big red vector candles. New York breaks below the daily open and trades below the 200 EMA. Now it's looking to stabilize in this zone right now. Okay. There's probably vectors on the 5-minute time frame. I can guarantee there is, even on the 1-minute time frame. But remember, if I see vectors on the 1 hour, they carry more weight than any vectors on the smaller time frame. Oh, dollar yen has been very interesting to me for today. Been very interesting. I've been adding positions to dollar yen. So I added more positions. So these are the additional positions that I added to dollar yen today. I brought as price was coming down. Now we've stabilized at this point here. They've recovered near enough more than 50% of the vector candle. I'm anticipating now that they're going to try and send price up higher. If it comes down lower, I will be averaging in again and adding to the position. I've got the psychological high for dollar yen down here. Okay, so at the 110 mark, which is brilliant how it's sitting there. So I'm just waiting for dollar yen. This is a long-term trade for me, right? There's about 110 trades open. Like you can see, trade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's got about 40, 50 pips so far locked in each one. So we're just waiting to see what happens next. This is a long-term trade, guys. This is still, we've had level 1. Price has dropped, rose to level 1. This is now level 2. So it's broken out. Now level 2 is consolidating. I'm waiting for another rise, level 3 peak formation in and around the 111 mark. Potentially the M5 pivot is where I'm expecting price to go, because if M2 shows support, M4 is going to be realized. By that point, if price comes back up and recovers these vector candles, I should see a breakout of M3, retrace, continuation up, which will take me towards the M5 zone of 111.250. All right, so dollar yen has done fantastic with the projections, which leads me on to the next thing, guys. Pinned to the chat, I've actually got the Forex projections channel out now. Okay, so like the crypto projections channel, I've started a Forex projections channel because we seem to be seeing a similar behavior with dollar yen, gold, and Bitcoin. There seems to be some form of disparity between the two. All right, and I'm going to be talking about dollar yen. I'm going to be doing projections on gold. I'm going to be looking at GBP USD, so cable, Euro USD. I'm going to be talking all about the major currencies, and then we'll be looking at the minor currencies. I'm going to determine the peak formations for you. So it's going to be exactly like the crypto projections channel, except I'm going to be doing it for Forex. So I've pinned that channel to the chat. So go check it out. I know a few people have been wanting that, so I've created it now. And it's going to be exactly the same like the crypto projections, but it's going to be a little bit different. The actual videos themselves, I'm going to start one on the Sunday night, okay, where I establish the high and the low, the psychological high and low for the week. And then I give my projections on what we can anticipate for the week ahead, all right? And I'll do that every single day from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the main days, all right? So get yourself over there if you want to get involved with Forex, because this strategy that you guys are watching on cryptocurrency comes from Forex. It's based on Forex, not crypto. Yeah? So we got to show some love to the legacy, man. Got to show some love right there. Okay, then, cool. Right, cool. Okay, so now we're just playing the waiting game. Right now, we're going to be playing the waiting game. We're going to see if this pattern does play out. Will Sydney demonstrate anything to us in and around this zone? The thing for me is, because there was a vector candle down here and the notable volume that was coming in the New York session, all right, the fact is they didn't break down lower, which tells me that they are trying to hold this zone, all right, because Bitcoin has actually come back into the level 1 consolidation zone, okay, but it hasn't broken below the actual start of level 2, okay? So level 2 starts here and effectively ends here, and level 3 starts here where it stops dropping and then finishes when it breaks above this point and then creates a peak formation up in and around this zone. All right? So that is where I'm right now. I'm waiting for Bitcoin to come back to the 50 EMA. She comes back to the 50 and then comes back down and tests this area. fine. However, if she does come back to the 50 and still shows signs that she wants to continue lower, the next projection of Bitcoin will be in and around this vector zone right here. All right? Because it's so close towards this vector candle, there is a high chance that they may bring price back down. But based on what I see right now, Bitcoin is holding this zone. So I can only make my decisions on that basis. All right? If I convict that Bitcoin is going to continue higher, I want price to at least close above the 5 EMA. Okay? The 5 EMA needs to be below price, not above it. Yeah? Why didn't you take profit on USDJP and then say again when price consolidated to the 50? I'm building a bigger position, man. That's why. Don't get me wrong, I have been closing some profits on dollar yen because the bulk of my positions are all down here. Right? You see that blue line there? The bulk of them are all down here. So I've closed a few of the trades down here because I literally opened quite a few lot sizes down here. All right? And I closed a few of them so that I could then start adding more up here because I'm limited to 200 positions at one time. So I'm anticipating a retrace back up to these vector candles. And I want to be able to have a lot more buying power to be able to capitalize on the move up. So I've added more positions here. Okay. If price does continue to go down lower, the absolute point where I think that it might not continue higher would be if it comes back down towards this area here. Okay, but I'm playing a longer term move right now. There is a lot of positivity and a lot of money is going back into dollar right now. So this is just a basic pullback. You know, it's another opportunity for the market makers to get longs filled at lower prices. They recovered 50% of the candle vector right here. All right, now they're stabilizing. We're going to see what Sydney has in store for us. And then we're going to... So basically what they've done is New York has set up the range for Sydney. Yeah? They've set up the range for Sydney. Asian session last night, they contained price because they knew they were going to send price lower. Stopping volume candle, pins the high. Another stopping volume candle right there. And then they start moving up ever so slightly, go back above the daily open, and then bang, they drop price in the UK session. And then just before the New York session, they drop, and then it starts to consolidate. All right, so I'm anticipating a gap up or a move back up because this right here was a gap down in price. All right, so if I bring it closer for you, you'll see right here. Look. See that gap down right there? That right there was a big bulk of orders been taken out and they've just returned price back up. Notable volume coming in. All right, got some entries up there. I'm waiting for them to go in and I'm anticipating to add more once we go above the pivot and move higher, then happy days. So that's that right there. Gold. We'll just talk about gold for a second. Oh my days. Gold hit the projection zone yet again. There's another projection zone. Gold has done fantastic. What I'd like you to do, guys, is I'm asking you to go back and watch the last 2 weeks streams because we were talking about this move in gold, okay, when she formed the head and shoulders high. So if you go to, oh God, watch the last 2 weeks streams, okay, I talk about gold and dollar yen. We talk about the buildup of this. We drew out the projection zones. They just hit, and hit. All right. It will be great for you to watch those videos because you'll understand why this move is happening. Investors are obviously putting their money in risk on assets, but we understood that because gold was rising and rising and rising, we knew that she was going to come back and recover all of this behavior right here. Yeah. So I just read your comments, Sal Kaya, man. Who's interrogating me? Yeah, there's probably a lot of questions you guys have. All right. But let me tell you something. All right. If you want to understand this strategy, watch the streams because there's people that have actually locked in a good 600-700 hours worth of stream time. All right. I've non-stop streamed since January the 21st. All right, 3 months of that, from January all the way through to March, I was streaming nearly 18 hours a day. All right, streaming till like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, man. Crazy amounts of streams, and people have actually sat and watched those streams from the beginning, which is why those are the people that are actually ripping it in this game, man. You know, if you want to understand how to use this strategy, go and watch the previous streams. If you need assistance, go and watch the projections channel. It's because I give you 10-minute videos and break down the charts and talk about the context that is discussed in the stream. This stream is designed to help you understand the strategy. The crypto projections channel is how you apply it in real time. All right? That's the best thing I can do for you guys. All right? So now look at Bitcoin, recovery of the red vector candle. If you're asking questions, what do we mean by recovery of the red vector candle? Okay, go back and watch the previous streams. That's all I can say to you to do. If not, go into the Discord, ask a question, because you know what's good about this community? People want to apply what they've learned in this stream. Yeah? No one in the stream knows any better than anyone else. You know, we all started from scratch. All right? So help each other out, man. Remember, there's no glory here, guys. You know, there's no one better than anyone else. We're all out to line our pockets, okay? And the only way we can do that is if we pay attention and understand this business model that is called trading, or should we say, respect the market maker's business model. That's what this stream is about. It's me paying forward. I've dedicated nearly 12 years of my life into this game, right? And I love what I do. Now, I can only get better at what I do is if I show people how it's done and how to apply the strategy. And there's no better satisfaction than someone that hasn't got a clue about trading messages me and says, Tino, I made 50 trades this month and I was right on 43 of them. Do you know what that is, guys? Yeah, that is awesome for someone that has no idea about trading, comes and watches the stream and then says he's won 43 trades out of 50. That is fire. Right? There's people that have absolutely ripped it. Yeah? And for the record, guys, just to let you know, we've made our 6th millionaire. 6 millionaires. The 6th one has reached out to me and he's told me that he's done it. He did it actually in 2 days. He turned his account into $1 million in 2 days. He didn't have he made $1 million in 2 days. He's now officially $1 million trader. So if knowledge serves me correctly, I think he had about 50, 60K and he's done a very good job. So I've seen the evidence. The gentleman has absolutely smashed it. Well done, my guy. Well done. So that's the 6th person now. All right, I'd love to, not that you would know him, he just keeps himself quiet. I know him in the streams, but he keeps himself very quiet. Not many people will know this guy. He says he's a ghost. You know, he just sits and watches, and he just wanted to let me know that it's happened, and he showed it me, and I thought, wow, fair play. So now I get to mark off the 6th millionaire. So hats off to you, my brother. Well done. He had about 50K, 50, 60K, I think it was. And leverage trading, I think. I don't, that's what he said to me. He started off with 50K. I don't know exactly how much he had on the trade, but he took 2 trades. Well, he was trading 2 coins and he managed to capitalize on the moves and it earned him the $1 million status. So that's 6. All right, 94 more to go. We've done 6, now 94. So slowly but surely they're going to come through. And the crazy thing is, right, this guy doesn't know anything that you guys don't know. He understands the concept. He gets it. When price is dropping, it's not because people are selling or there's, the sellers are in control. It's because market makers are buying the sell contracts. And when they stop, that's when they reverse price back up to recover the contracts that they initially brought to go long. Okay? Because market makers go long when prices drop. They don't go long when it goes high. They close their longs when it rises. Yeah? They are doing exactly what you're seeing here with dollar yen. This is how the market makers build their positions. They do it like this. All right? They build their longs as price is dropping. Look, I went long here, here, here. I went long here, here, and here. So my capital allows me to just sit through these drawdowns, okay, because I'm anticipating that price is going to continue back up. This entry down here was capitalizing on the test of the 200 EMA, the psychological low, stopping volume, violet candle, stopping volume right there, blue stopping volume candle, everything was stacked there. That's when I made my entry. I had such a psychological stop where I was happy to take out my positions if they didn't go in my favor. And then news came out and just sent price higher. But we understood that the market maker was favoring higher prices. The news was, of course, going to be positive, okay, because they have been building their positions earlier on here. Dollar yen has been dropping for quite some time. If you look here, it has been dropping quite a lot. They now need to recover some of the zone, and they've done just that. All right. So that's exactly how the market maker moves when he brings price down lower, which is why the vector candles always get recovered. He builds his shorts as price is rising. He closes his shorts and he builds his longs at the same time. Okay. So yeah, this guy has been with me. This guy has been with me pretty much when the channel had about 300-400 subscribers. Never knew him until he revealed himself to me and he said, yo, Tino, I've been doing this X, Y, and Z. I just want to thank you, blah, blah, blah. And that's it. I know he's become $1 million trader and I congratulate him. You've done very good, man. Fair play to you, bro. Game, set, match. Done. Checkmate. Thank you, Mr. Market Maker. Thank you very much. Hall of Fame, guys. Hall of Fame. Listen, you don't need to do that. You know, this in the current state that the world is in right now, right? Everyone has to help everyone. Right? It's not a good place, guys. It's not a good place. You know, I'd like to think that the world's going to become a better place, but now I ain't going to sit and preach anything. I'm just saying this is the only way that I can give my piece back to the world. You know, paying forward, man. Paying forward. What does it cost me? It don't cost me anything to show you this. Yeah? Granted, you know, I spend a lot of time. YouTube is a different world for me. Completely different world. From just being at home, continuously day trading, doing my own thing, being a complete recluse, to now having to reveal myself on YouTube. You know, people need to put a face to the image, put a face to the voice. So we're in the process of doing that now. So yeah, that's where we are, guys. We're going into Friday tomorrow, by the way. One of two things can happen. They're either going to build a base, or they're going to make a run for profit, or they're going to send price back down to reset the whole cycle, but stay in line with the peak formation. Remember, if price comes down to this point here, it is still a valid peak. We are still valid because price has yet to come down and break this peak formation. All right? We are in a cycle to the upside. And this nice long consolidation by Bitcoin, this move to the downside is wonderful. Yet again, they've found resistance at the 40K mark. They like to build their longs below key notable areas to anticipate getting them closed at a higher point. And whenever they get to the 40K zone, it's always aggressive behavior. Look at this. The red line here is the 40K mark. Look at that big green vector. Breakout. Vector candle. Strong move out of the zone. Come across here. When was the last time they did that? Where is it? Where is it? There you go. Again, breakout, pull away. What they're doing is they're probing the zone. That's what they're doing. Now we've got price stuck in this area here. And we should see price now recover these vector candles. And the thing is, these vector candles haven't closed with conviction either. They haven't been solid closes to the downside. Look at this vector candle right here. Didn't close solid. All right. Then they drifted price down, came back, and then they recovered it completely. All right. These are the clues that they do favor higher prices. Now this vector candle is going to be looking to move back up, test the 200, close above the 5 EMA. That's the first criteria, guys. All right. If they close above the 5 EMA, then there's a good chance that they'll just take a follow through to recover this vector candle. But they have the resistance point of the 200 EMA there. So that may act as a resistance. All right. So we need to wait and see what happens. If all being well in this Asian session, they make a continuation back up towards the 50 EMA. By the time Friday steps in, we should see a retrace back down. If their intention is to keep price higher, they will consolidate at this point. And as long as no one tweets anything, excuse me, or any information comes out about Bitcoin and its use of energy or any BS like that, then we should slowly move back up to recover price above the 200 and then start working price above the 50 EMA, break up, retrace, continuation to the upside. It will be a very interesting 2 days, guys. It's going to be very interesting these next 2 days. James, I couldn't tell you about, to be honest with you, I don't pay attention to any other coins out there, guys. You know, I don't, and I'm sorry that you actually chatted that, but don't pay attention to anything else other than Bitcoin. You know, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Before any of these other coins make a move, it's going to be Bitcoin that's going to be coming out. Yeah, Sal, listen, this is what I've noticed, guys. If you watch the streams, you'll notice that on a Thursday, between Thursday and Friday, there's always going to be some little tweet that comes out about cryptocurrency. They always seem to do it towards the weekend. All right? Because the weekend is like free zone for them. All right? It's a free time. It's the dead gap time, man. It's market makers can do whatever they want. All of the markets are closed. When I say the markets, I'm talking the bank system. All right. The banks open at 9 a.m. every day, near enough all around the world. 9 a.m. seems to be the universal hour that banks open. Granted, there's probably banks that open sooner, but I'm saying universally 9 a.m. All right, is the time that everything starts. All right. Right now, there's Sydney, I believe, is open. Are the banks open in Sydney? Probably. But till it hits 9 a.m. in Sydney, based off the time zone chart that I've got here, all right, then we're going to be waiting for the bank to open in half an hour's time. So we should start seeing some money flowing in. But during the weekend, all right, cryptocurrency doesn't stop, but it's very volatile. And that's where the market maker can really spike zones. And that's why I advise you don't trade at the weekends if you're new, all right? But if you are proficient in the strategy and you think you can exploit the weekend, be my guest. You know, if you see an entry and you think it's valid, it's going to be a decent return, or it's going to play out to what you think it's going to do, happy days. Take the trade. You know, pay to play. All right? There's no point in watching these streams if you ain't going to apply anything that you're learning from the stream. All right? No point in watching it. I won't trade over the weekend because it's just I can't commit the time towards it. Yeah? I can't commit the time towards it the weekend because of what I'm doing throughout the week. The best times for me personally to trade are Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Those are the best times. All right? If you go back in the last week's streams, you'll notice that these moves that Bitcoin did from last week, all right, from this peak formation on the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday here. This is the Tuesday. Look at the moves that happened on the Tuesday. Rise. You got the third Wednesday, rise up. And then basically what I'm saying is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are the best days for movement. All right. Then you've got Thursday, Friday. Friday comes back down. And then you've got the weekend, and you've got start again, Monday, Tuesday, up it goes. Okay? These are the best times to trade. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, especially in Forex, man. All right? Forex, they don't open over the weekends. They only open at Sunday, 10 p.m. So this is what I do in Forex. Sunday night, I get the charts up 10 p.m. I can establish a psychological high and low for dollar, yen, gold, and any other currencies that I'm paying attention to. All right? Monday's the false move week beginning. In Forex, they always do a false move. All right? Whether they spike the high, and it's usually a crappy start to the week. All right? Why is Monday a false move week beginning? Simple. Because what happens on a Monday is everybody in Forex is itching to get into the charts because they know that they haven't been able to trade over the weekend. Friday night at 9 p.m., everything closes. And there's 2 days where you can't trade in the foreign exchange market. Now, you can trade on other platforms, pre-markets and what have you, but continuous trading, active trading, you can't be done until Sunday night, 10 p.m. All right? Even then, the Asian session, I won't trade the Asian session. Never trade the Asian session because that's the session where they set up price. All right? It's going to set up price so that by the time the Brinks box starts in the UK session, it's going to tell me exactly what the market maker has planned for the rest of the session. Let me give you an example. So, dollar yen. Here's an example of a setup. So, this is the Hong Kong session, all right? The start of the week, Monday, all right? What happens? No, not start of the week. What day was that? That was the 14th. So that was it was. Yeah, Monday, I was right. Okay. So this is what happened. Asian session. Price spikes the high. Okay. Stop hunt low. Rise up. Monday. Then the new Tuesday starts. Okay. Stop hunt rise. They hold the zone. Come into Thursday. I mean, actually, that's a bit of a poor example because there was news coming out. So they always like to stabilize the zone. So they don't really do much. Look, for 2 days, they didn't do anything. They just kept price stuck in a zone. Did the false move to the downside, and then up they went. Let me just bring it to you over here. That's another news. There's more news again. You see this, guys, look. What's happened here? Massive drop, massive rise, massive drop. Look right. They recovered the whole thing. Yeah? You see that? Red vector candles, stabilize, form a peak formation, rise back up, recovered the whole thing, retrace. Now they've come back up, recovered 50%. Now we're anticipating another continuation back up. I think Friday's going to keep it in consolidation, and then we may see a slow trickle movement back to the upside. Okay? But what I'm trying to show you is stop hunt rises. Stop hunt rises are pretty much the bread and butter of my trading. All right? And it usually comes in at the start of the London session coming out of the Asian close. All right? So let me just bring that up for you. So let me show you. Here's an example here. Oh, shoot. What have I done? I've just moved the trade. Shit, I'll deal with that in a minute. Here we go. Look at this. So here's an example of a bread and butter trade for me. So coming into the Asian session right here. All right. The Asian session, whip and whack price in a certain zone. Now, there are guys that trade the Asian session. They set orders at the highs and they set orders at the lows. And they just wait for them to get hit. All right. So look what happened. Guys set orders up here, all right, to go long. All right, they got filled, but then price retraced back down. They spiked the low, and then coming out of the Asian session, they encouraged a stop hunt rise, which is usually about 50 pips. Okay, so if it's within 50 pips, it's a stop hunt rise or a stop hunt low. So from the low point all the way up to that point is 8.5 pips. It was a very small stop hunt. Okay. So I look for these. When I see a stop hunt rise, vector candle doesn't break above the previous high, confirmation tells me that it's now showing a fake move because this candle started a vector and reversed price. that effectively, this zone right here is where I would go short. Now, if you've gone into the Discord, in the announcements, there is an Excel document in there where I pretty much bring up, because I've studied this system of PVSRA, studied it solid for about 6-7 years, okay? And I pulled up all the variations of candle formations that appear with these vectors. Now, this is a green candle, red candle formation, okay? Which effectively is like a fake move where they induce the retail trader to step in believing that the 50 EMA has got strength. Notable volume comes in. However, the next candle that precedes it has to show confirmation that they do want to continue higher. But because this opened strong as a negative candle, all right, and they sold off straight away, that was pretty much the sign for me to get in and take a short. My profit zone would be the next moving average nearby, which was the 200 EMA. All right, so we had the daily open and the 200 EMA and the psychological low. So hypothetically would have taken a short on the close of this, or because I would have been watching it on the smaller time frame, I would have been going in much sooner, probably as it was developing or coming down towards the median of the Asian session. Okay, and I'll be riding it down to the 200 EMA, maybe would have held it, but I would have got out before the Brinks box. Okay, because this is the London's Brinks box right here. Things change in the Brinks box. All right, comes back down into the Brinks. Then the New York session comes into play right here. They fake the lows, pin the lows again, and then look what happens. Price rises up, drops, and bang. So that's where I made my entry, right there. On those pins right there, at those positions there, that's where it happened. That's when the move started for me. So I hope that helps you understand what we talk about in the stream, because that's what I'm going to be doing in the Forex channel as well. I'll be talking about how to capitalize on effectively stop hunt rises and stop hunt lows and what have you, because that's the basis of this strategy. We're talking about the candlesticks, man. It's all we do, just the candlesticks. All right, the patterns, we see so many M's and W's, right? Now we do have failures. Look, this was a failed W formation earlier on. You saw it. One there, price going back up, comes back down, yeah, and then back up again. It failed. Why? Because it came above the 50 EMA, didn't show any conviction that it was going to go higher, found resistance, price dropped, vector candle recovery right here, which is on the 15-minute time frame, and then it just drops, pins the daily open, comes back up, New York reversal, and then drops. Now we're stabilizing right here. Okay. Okay, Anton, right, let's look at Ethereum. Right, Ethereum. It all depends on how you're looking at the chart, all right? So if you're looking at the chart on the bigger time frame, there's an inverted head and shoulders right now on Ethereum. Very big pattern, a massive pattern that is forming. Now, some guys are talking about on the daily time frame, there's a small W, probably is a small W on the daily time frame, all right? But if you're going to determine any cycles, all right, you start with the 1 hour time frame, all right? You work off the 1 hour time frame. The 1 hour time frame is effectively your daily time frame. If you're looking at the daily time frame, you're either a swing trader or a holder as such, all right? As a short-term day trader, the 1 hour is where the cycles are. This big W formation, excuse me, is probably that small daily W on the daily time frame. Sorry guys, my throat's going dry. But with this pattern that is forming right now on Ethereum, we will only know when they come out of this zone. The fact that they came down to this point and didn't break, especially on notable volume. Now, I know the guys that have been watching this stream for a long time know that the volume that comes in at the lows, whenever it builds up and the vector candles are appearing right at the lows, but price does not continue lower, that's a clue. That is a clue that they're doing what? That they're working the lows. Look at these pins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're taking the guys shorts. They're trying to make them believe that price is going to continue lower. Granted, it could continue lower, all right? But what we know is right now, it's not going lower. So we make a projection. we understand that because price is above, well, below the 50 EMA, below the 13, below the 5, in order for us to believe that it's going to go higher, the first confluence that we need to see is price closing above the 5 EMA. That's the first part. Then we look at the RSI. Where is it? Well, we've got divergence. As it's come down to the lows, okay, price is closing higher. Look at the divergence. Outside the volatility band, back inside, small W formation, comes up, and then at the lows, it forms this little shark fin. Now the RSI's crossed over the market signal. So ideally, I want to see the RSI now cross the market base and then make moves towards the volatility band. Once it moves towards the volatility band, happy days, we should then see Ethereum recover, we should see Ethereum now recover these next red vector candles. Might take a little while, but this is a game of patience, guys. You know, I'm about helping you guys realize the kill shot. If you want to take marginal trades, do not be complaining when the trades don't go in your favor because you're taking marginal bets. All right? Improve the chances of the trade working in your favor. Okay? Now, what's going on, Lewis, bro? I'm going to be ending the stream because I've chewed your ear off for quite some time, guys. All right? And I like to make these streams nice and short so that those who haven't got time to sit through the streams don't have to spend much time watching them. Usually these streams go on for about 2-3 hours. They used to. And it was difficult for people to watch them. So I like to keep them within an hour time slot. On that basis, I'm going to be going over to the patrons now. Guys, get yourselves up in the Discord, man. And we're going to set something up and have a conversation there. All right? So, mad love and respect to anyone that's passed through. If you are new to the channel, you're welcome to subscribe. If not, it's been a pleasure having you guys here. And I hope you managed to take something from here. And mad love and respect to everyone. Sorry the stream started off on a bit of a bad one with the lag and what have you. But you thoroughly enjoyed the boomer moments as such. Well, it wasn't my fault, man. I was pressing my transitions and they weren't working because of the lag. So, yeah, that's another story. But other than that, guys, mad respect to you. Yo, System Hack, I heard your track, bro. You stopped trading and now you're making music, bro. The tracks are funny. Steve, get low. You funny, bro, man. I listen to it in my car, bro. I'm driving. I'm listening to you spitting lyrics, man. It's so funny. Brilliant. We've got that Instagram competition, guys. 27th of June. All right. We're going to be giving away a pair of Traders Reality kicks. Okay. 27th of June, anyone that raps over the Traders Reality beat, go into the Discord and look for the channel contest. All right, you can download the track, spit some lyrics over it, add it back into that contest channel. And then on the 27th, by the 27th, I'm going to cast a vote and I'm going to declare the submissions that I think are worth getting, you know, people's contributions and whoever's spitting the fire. And I want you guys to decide who the winner's going to be. All right, so it's going to be free for all for those guys who participated. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to let you guys decide. But other than that, guys, have a lovely evening. Enjoy yourselves. Remember, it's Friday tomorrow. All right. Be careful. There's tweets that could be spoken of. All right. There could be some information. Be careful. Proceed with caution. And it's okay if you don't trade tomorrow. Wait until Tuesday when all the chaos of the weekend happens. Monday's false moves. Wait till Tuesday starts. All right. Mad love and respect to you guys. We're going to go over to the Patreon now. Peace.